Imagine yourself in a place where everything makes you feel content. Content with the food, content with the environment, content about pushing yourself and feeling proud of yourself, content from your belly, just happy.
Imagine in your wildest dreams what the perfect surf holiday would be, and then take that and amplify it by a factor of 10, and you still don't have Surf Simply.
And I think that if you're trying to learn a skill and you also want to have the time of your life, like that's what Surf Simply is, you know.
So I'm Dooho's sister. He's one of the owners of Surf Simply. So I've watched him grow Surf Simply and the idea of Surf Simply for an incredibly long time, but I've never had the opportunity of experiencing it. And it's been absolutely phenomenal.
The holiday is just perfect from the very beginning until it's time to leave. And it's just an incredible experience.
I have very little background in surfing. It was always something that I wanted to get started with and to pick up, and coming here was a huge turning point for me just because it was always something I wanted to do.
The third time to Surf Simply, my surfing was just stuck in a rut and I couldn't improve and I was getting frustrated, and I found it online, and yeah, and everything they said and more. It's been fabulous.
Watching my dad get back from Surf Simply, such a better surfer, and going through all the footage with him, and so for you to share it with me this week has been really special.
I think this is our 5th time coming to Surf Simply. The first time we came, actually, there was a couple that was here for 2 weeks, and we clocked it and thought, wow, that would be really interesting. A little bit of planning, a little bit of luck, we finally made it happen.
So I have a friend that's come every year for many years, and he recommended it to us. It was also our 20th wedding anniversary, and we wanted to try something new.
Surf Simply is world famous. I'd heard so much about it from my friends. Everybody says it because it's true. There's nothing like what they do here.
The theory and the classroom coaching, all the, periphery was not periphery at all. Information was so dense, it's so easy to understand, but so helpful in learning from an academic standpoint. I wasn't expecting that at all.
The tree of knowledge, I think that having this understanding of each individual piece and being able to take that individual piece out of the entire tree of knowledge and focus on that and break that down gives you the ability to really understand it and to really see surfing as a comprehensive skill set.
The week covered all the bases in terms of all the things that you just don't know.
The board shape, the fin size, reading the waves, predicting the size of the waves, all of those pieces have now come together. The tree of knowledge is the foundation for that. It's absolutely superb. It's very logical and it makes perfect sense.
coach was Gabriel, and he was absolutely incredible. Such positive energy, such good vibes just to be around. And he showed that not only is he an incredible surfer, but he's also an amazing teacher.
Well, Will was my coach, and he was absolutely amazing. He got me on the right path, and I think I've learned more in this week than I can implement in the next year. So, for years.
And I had Jesse and Jordan. It was great how we were able to pick apart the videos and understand where each other were going wrong and learn from each other's mistakes. That was great.
I had Coach Teal, who's a fabulous human being and an amazing coach. She's got this way of being both kind, but also pushing.
I had Harry for the first week, and the second week when the waves were bigger, I had Marlon. Marlon was encouraging me to charge for waves that I don't think I would have ever charged for unless, I had him, just right behind me telling me, you can do it, you can turn for that wave.
I had Harry this week. The thing that's amazing is there's always something to learn, and the things that's doubly amazing is that at Surf Simply, the model that you guys have put together is so powerful.
Harrison was so patient, and I felt like I thought he might have been a teacher, and then I found out later that he was. And Amaya was so bubbly and full of energy, and it was a great combo to have both of them complement each other.
Being here for 2 weeks is interesting to see the conditions. The first week was way more manageable. The second week was the biggest surf I've ever been in. Listen, all I can say about this week is we certainly stretched the comfort zone.
My highlight of this week, there's a 2-second clip of me falling down. I think the wave face is double overhead, just absolutely taking a beating. And I thought it was an amazing experience because I realized it really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, one of the highlights of the week for me was getting to go to Garza and getting to surf a reef break and a different shape of a wave, which was really fun.
Oh, I'm most proud of my wife.
Doing my 3 cutbacks on one wave, and that was really amazing. I never thought I would do that.
By Monday morning, my first wave in, I stood up and then I jumped off in my foot buckled. Very calmly and collectively, they just said, we're gonna take you here, we're gonna handle you, we're gonna get you to the nearest aid. And they did very easily.
Well, having never had any experience with surfing, I think it was great. I feel way more comfortable in the water, and I was very happy that my coaches gave me that confidence.
I did my very first cutback, which was really exciting. I caught the best wave I've ever caught. So in the end, all the difficult moments were really good learning moments.
It was my first time at the new resort, and when I walked in, I fully expected to be nostalgic and missing the old resort because I had so many fun memories of that place. That nostalgia lasted for about 30 seconds. Everything here is really built out, really thoughtful, and they've kept all of the good aspects of the old resort.
It's just super cool to be around my family and while they're doing something that they love so much, and I really felt that, and it rubbed off on me.
It's an intense week. You get pampered and punished in equal measure. I've always been sort of anti-stretching, but I did stretching here and I felt 100 times better, and it allowed me the mobility and the courage to get out and surf another 3 days. So the stretching is amazing and perfectly complemented by the massage.
Though I'm from America, I only hung out or I work with Korean. I never got to hang out with non-Koreans for this long, for for a whole week. They're very interesting people and I like them a lot.
There's not very many situations where you get to meet a completely different group of adults, especially after the pandemic, when everyone's been in their homes and a little bit more isolated. To come into this environment, it was a really wonderful experience.
Imagine yourself in a place where everything makes you feel content. Content with the food, content with the environment, content about pushing yourself and feeling proud of yourself, content from your belly, from your person, just happy.
It's the best surf school in the world, right? There's a wait list to get in, and the reason for that is because of, Boo and the other founders who are incredibly thoughtful and refuse to rest on their laurels and keep improving every aspect of the experience.
In a lifetime, surfing, it's almost impossible to get all of that information into your mind in 1 week. It's almost impossible to do that in a lifetime. It's a very, very good week.
Look, listen, a lot of people come to Surf Simply for the surfing. Dennis and the kitchen staff, for me, are 11.5 out of 10, the highlight of the week.
The food, no offense to my mom, who's a great chef, but I think this is the best food I've ever had.
It's the secret sauce of Surf Simply is the cuisine, and how, just when things can't get any better, you sit down to a spectacular meal.
Kind of crazy to me looking back on the footage from the first day we went out today, 2 weeks later, how different, I am as a surfer. And I think, the more I improve, the more I'm having fun.
I feel like my surfing neural pathways have been reset. I feel like I'm actually going to master some of these maneuvers that I never thought I would in my life.
Super grateful to have had this opportunity. I'm gonna already talk to my uncle about figuring out when they're planning to come next, because I absolutely feel that I have to be back here.
When you step into Surf Simply, you can really see there's decades of preparation for you stepping through that door. And that lays out this incredible transformational experience.
Surf Simply is a really special place, and it's become a second family to our family. And we're super fortunate to be lucky enough to have found this place and be able to come.
Thank you so much to the staff here. Made us feel at home and taught us so much about ourselves and about surfing.
This is my favorite week ever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks.